Hello everybody, Matt here. In today's video, I will be ranking the top 10 Little Nightmares bosses. This will not include the mobile game or Very Little Nightmares. The rankings will be strictly based off of feats from the games, their strength, IQ, and supernatural abilities. There will be no fanfic or statements involved from the creators. Alright guys, let's get into it, with honorable mentions. Honorable mention number 1 is the twin chefs. They are strictly this high on the list because of there being two of them, as they are twins, of course. They also have pretty decent speed feats with being able to catch up to six, as she is on like this metal hook that goes across the kitchen. And they also have knives at their disposal, and they know how to cook, so they have some IQ, you could say. Alright, on to second honorable mention. Honorable mention number 2, the Granny. The Granny is an honorable mention because she has decent strength feats as knocking giant things out of the water and also surviving electricity for a long time. Alright, on to number 10. Number 10, the Janitor. The reason he is number 10 is because he has huge reach, strong grip, and really good hearing due to him being blind. He has great strength feats because he can drag giant metal boxes across the ground. He is extremely dangerous inside of close corners. And he is ranked at number 10 because he has no ranged attacks such as the shotgun for the hunter and no supernatural abilities. So overall, he's threatening, but the weakest overall in the list. Alright, on to number 9. Number 9, the hunter. The hunter is at number 9 because he uses a shotgun and traps. He also has great superiority over the wilderness as he controls all of it. He is fully human, so he has no supernatural abilities, so he's pure physical. He has decent speed feats as he can catch up to Mono and Six, who are pretty fast compared to most monsters. Alright, on to number 8. Number 8, the teacher. She has an extremely long neck that gives her a strong range advantage towards most players and even monsters inside the game. She has a high awareness and she has good tracking inside the school. She relies heavily on her surroundings to be threatening. Because if she was outside in like a flat, barren ground, she would be less threatening to anybody. But her environment makes you trapped and cornered most of the time. Alright, her IQ is overall decent because she's a teacher, of course. We've seen her messing with jars that have brains in them. And she also has bugs around the school. Alright, on to number 7. Number 7, the Doctor. He is physically dangerous with surgical experiments and mutations. He also has a giant army of patients and little hands. He uses traps and environment rather than pure strength. As you can see right here, his environment actually kills him because he cannot fully catch up to them. As he gets blocked right here by those, and the stairs, and he has to like reach down. But he has amazing speed, and his build is amazing. He's also smart. He's smart because, of course, he's a doctor, and he has kept a patient alive ever since whatever happened in the nowhere. Alright, on to number 6. The supervisor. She has multiple limbs. She oversees the giant factory, and she has amazing mobility, which is most of her feats. She controls machinery and hunts amazing across complex environments. She is very intelligent and persistent because she's a supervisor, of course, and she never gives up on the chase. As you can see through the entire game, she's always chasing you down, though other monsters you just run into them. She also has pretty decent strength because she held up like this giant compressing thing, which is a pretty good strength feat compared to most monsters. Alright, on to number 5. Number 5, the baby. They are giant compared to most monsters. She has a just destructive presence, and you can see as a baby, She's stepping around, destroying stuff. She's mostly dangerous for her overwhelming size and her control around the environment. As you can see, if anything moves or makes a sound, she immediately hunts it down and uses her eye, which is an amazing hacks. As we can see inside every Little Nightmares game, it poses a dangerous threat to any child or even monsters you could think. As you can see, it freezes people inside place, turning them to stone, like Medusa. On to number 4. Number 4. Monster 6. She's extremely powerful as a transformation for 6. She physically overwhelms most bosses inside the entire game, and she breaks buildings super easily, kind of like the giant baby.
Oh my god!
She warps herself and things around her. It's hard to fully scale because you barely saw anything, but she's most clearly above most bosses because she can reality warp around her. And she physically overpowers Mono, who can kill multiple bosses, and who has reality warping abilities. She still lost to him, but she did a great job. Alright, on to number 3. Number 3, the Lady. She has great control over the mall, with strong supernatural abilities. She can teleport, which gives her insane speed. She can drain life force out of people and manipulate shadow creatures. As you can see, when 6 got her abilities, it was overly broken. So she must have a limit. But as you can see right here, whenever she lands against the wall, she turns into shadows and disappears. So teleporting. She's a feared monster by all inhabitants of the mall. But she's below number 2 and number 1. But she's deadly to the mall. 6, Runaway Kid. Basically everybody inside the series. Alright. On to the big 2. Number 2. The Hypnotist. He uses large-scale hypnosis and mind control throughout the series. He can dominate perception and make enemies behave and make them unable to resist him. He controls entire areas mentally rather than physically, so he has great hacks. He falls short to number 1 because of his influence is powerful, but less reality warping and breaking compared to number 1. He also has a giant just control over a large area. He has mid durability, as you can see. He got killed by a few hits from alone. This is why it's at number 2. Alright, on to number 1. Number 1. My favorite character in the entire series, the Thin Man. He has great speed and hacks. He can physically catch up to Mono when he's just walking. He has teleportation abilities, kind of like the Lady. He can teleport through TVs. He controls the entire Pale City. He controls a reality warping signal tower. He controls a bunch of residents. He controls them mentally, not physically. He has amazing reality warping abilities tied to the signal tower. His life force is kind of tied to it. He's really staticky. He's like a TV guy. He can teleport, as I said. Reality warping is the main feat of him. And the only reason he got defeated was because of Mono's time loop paradox and not his raw weakness. And he lost because Mono was stronger as a kid compared to an adult. That is it for today's video. Tell me what you feel about my ranking, and if you wanted to change anything, tell me about it. I really love recording this for y'all, and that's it.